Okay, we got 2 boys. Let's see. We're hoping to get the 380. Boom, 384 right there, and it's got the stamina. This is a good one. So this is melee and stam. Let's change the name. Melee stam. What we got here? This one's got stam and the health. So this is good. This is a good male too. Change name to health stam. All right, we'll get them over here. And they will grow up to... and we'll mate those with the females and kind of keep going. Hey everybody, welcome back to World Runner Dex. I'm Dex, and today we're back in Ark Survival Ascended, and we're back on Scorched Earth. We are breeding up a bunch of base females right now, base female Rexes, so that we can start our super breeding program. Okay, so we want to stop these guys from mating. We mated the melee and stam with the health. Let's get this guy stopped. And what we got was this baby here, who has the health, the stam, and the melee. So this is exactly what we want here. So now we're going to breed him with the female, and then if we can get a female with all those same stats, then we'll be good to go. And we will use those to start making our base male and base female in order to start the... basically what we'll do is we'll end up breeding up a bunch of females, and we'll breed up one base male, and then we will start breeding them all together so that they can start mutating and eventually get us to a spot where we've got a bunch of mutations, health, and melee, and we'll see about stamina. And yeah, and then we'll take those and we'll try the... I think what we're going to do is try the Gamma Mana Core, and if we beat that, then we will move on to the center. Okay, while we were out flying around trying to get organic polymer, we killed actually, I think maybe the Thyla killed it. And so we decided to try to scope out what level this Thyla is, and it's a max level. So we're gonna see what we can do here. I'm not even sure if I've got enough weight to pick it up. I do. We're gonna fly this thing as close to our base as we can. We don't have any tranks. We only got like one. We've only got like one crossbow. I think we basically dumped everything so that we could. When we were farming some metal, we didn't have any weight. The reason I was flying out to the desert was to get some cryopods. To make some cryopods, and I brought metal instead of metal ingots. So now I got to go back to base anyways. But that's kind of a happy thing to find this guy. Samson's got a bunch of stuff, but let's transfer this back over. is. Okay, let's go grab this guy. Slowly gonna knock this guy out, this girl out, and then it'll come back. Okay, what the hell? Stun gun. The stunt cattle prod, whatever. We got him down. Got her down pretty good. Now we need to claim this Rex. Claim. It's male. So we're going to boycott it. Get out. Okay, we got ourselves a Thylo, and we should have ourselves a hatched. Let's see. Male. Let's crack this egg, which has already been incubating. 323. 4K health. What's this guy got over here? This male with less, I think more health, less stamina. So yeah, we'll breed those together and we'll get some Thylas going. Okay, here we go. We got ourselves a female with the health, the stam, and the melee, so we are good to go. I'm gonna drag her over here. Let her grow up. She's gonna eat this egg. Turn, let's see, these guys off. We'll cryo them up, and then we'll breed this one with this one, and we'll start, basically we'll breed those two together until we got two opposite genders, or opposite sexes, I should say, that have the same stats, have the same level, and that way they will be our mating pair, and they will be the base male and base female. They'll be the base male and then base female one. So yeah, that's the next plan. Alright, the first thing that we need to do to get onto the road to our, basically breeding up our super army, is we need to get a male and female with all the stats of the same level. And then we'll double check that, make sure that their stats are the same, but same level. And if we got a pair of twins, that would be the best. We're also going to breed these two Thylas that we got, the max level, and this one, and we will kind of do the same thing, but not quite as aggressively. We have plenty of time to breed up a super Thyla. I like using Thylas when we're starting a new map, but we're not starting over from scratch. Just to explore the new map a little bit, and so that it makes the map feel bigger instead of taking like a wyvern and flying around a new map. Okay, so what happened is these two had a baby, and it is level 250, and it's got all the stats of the mother, and it's a male, which means that we are going to mate these two together to create this baby, and this female we're going to mate together to create our super Rex army, and we're going to pack this guy up. We also have our baby Thyla. I haven't checked to see the stats on it yet, but we'll look at that here in a second. This one has 329, 1920, and 4900. Let's see where we're at over here. 323, 4K, 1900, 329, 49. Hopefully it's got the 49 and the 19. 49 and 19. Yeah, this has got all the best stats. So we're going to imprint it, and if we breed it, it won't pass the imprinting on, but that's okay. this little guy. Didn't get all the best stats, but he got the low health, and then he got a mutation which increased it, which is why he's got the cool color. So we're gonna go ahead and keep him because that's kind of an interesting color, and we'll maybe breed that color into the line at some point. Alright, so he's a little beat up since he's been just getting raised basically. But he has the same stats as her, and next step is to start them breeding to get probably 12 to 14 females, and maybe more. Maybe we do more. I don't know. And one male, and we will arrange them in a circle, and we'll have them all breed, and we will start our mutation process. Alright, what we got here is a bunch of T-Rexes that we do not have space for, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to build a second layer onto this thing. I'll probably build it out of Adobe, and I'll probably make it come, let's see, how tall do we need to make this thing? Where is our saddle? Right here. Yeah, looks like when these things are standing straight up, we probably need to make it at least 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put it on the 4th level and see how it goes. See if we can. So basically, it'll be the floor will be 1 level higher than where the transition is on that. Okay, they've been mating for a little bit. You can see kind of how fast the thing goes up. There it is. All done. So we give them a few seconds. And then we turn this guy to disable mating. And we start collecting eggs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down below. Probably just toss them out right here. It might actually be close enough to the air conditioners to actually incubate. The problem with these is that it's generally too cold. See, that one's still too cold. So we'll collect these. And we're gonna add all this meat here. Toss the other one sort of over here. They should be fine too. Yep. Alright, he's been disabled for mating. These eggs are incubating. So we just gotta come back in 2.5 minutes and start sorting these guys out. 250 males get the euthanasia shot. Alright, we got our breeding setup done. We've got some food in here to help heal up the ones that are still basically growing up. They're about half health. Some of them, some are a little bit more than half health. But basically we've got 18 females, more than kind of what I wanted, but I just ended up just keeping all the ones that were female. And we got them arranged pretty well up here. They're not as arranged as well down there, but it's a little more crowded down there, so that's fine. Yeah, the next step is to head down and to we're going to enable mating on this guy, and then we're going to behavior copy settings to nearby Rexes, and that copied them to 18 females. And yeah, let's see if let's make sure they're all breeding. Those two. It's hard to see, but yeah, that one is, that one is, that one is, those are, so I think we're good to go. We're going to breed up all of our dinos. Alright, we've got everything set up, ready to go. Everybody's kind of healed up. We've got just a little bit of meat left over. We shouldn't need a lot of meat. Because what's going to happen is we're going to breed all of these, and we're only going to raise up, like, this first round, we're only going to raise up 3 if we get lucky. We'll have a stam, a melee, and a health mutation. And then in the next round, we'll only be raising up 1, in theory, that would have a, you know, whatever line. I think we're going to try and do our melee first. It just depends on kind of... yeah, you know what? We are just going to do the melee first, so that's kind of the way it's going to be. We're going to hit the mate right here. Let's see, enable mating, and then we're going to make sure that we transfer that to all the nearby Rexes. And let's see, I just want to make sure this last Rex that we put up here, number 18, I think. Yes, it is. She is mating. They're all level 250. Let's see here. 250. Yeah. Okay. So since we don't have any, I don't think there are any dinos on this map that actually pick up eggs. So we're just gonna have to pick them up manually. But what I'm thinking is now that the center is out, I think I want to kind of break up the monotony of doing all these mutations, because it's a long road to get these to be boss killers, especially alpha boss killers. It's just a lot, especially with no S plus mutator. Just doing this like the normal way. The S plus mutator would double the chance of a mutation, right? That's basically all it does. And so that speeds things up a little bit, because this is kind of a tedious process. This isn't the funnest thing to do in ARC, that's for sure. So what we might do to kind of help out is have some fun on the new map, and maybe scout out some base locations. I think I'm going to take this Thyla here, and maybe a tent and a long neck, and that's about it. And maybe some kibble, just in case we do find something like awesome over there. And basically just going to explore the map, and we're going to look for Oviraptors if they've got them, and we'll bring up the Oviraptor over here, or a couple of them. So that's the plan. So here's our first set of eggs. Looks like everybody is done mating. We're going to turn him off, and we're going to pick up these eggs. We should have 18 We should have 18 fertilized eggs. Let's see. We moved, as you can see, straight back there. We moved our air conditioners. We built a cryo fridge. We built some more cryopods, and we're going to use those to kind of hold some of the things, some of the dinos that we need. This is a lot of eggs to pick up, which is why I moved the fridge. I probably need to dump some weight if I really want to do this. Let's take these back to the fridge. We'll dump half of them. I think what we'll do is we'll dump half of them by the air conditioners. We'll dump the other half in the fridge. It's a lot to be hatching these babies. It's a lot of running around, a lot of killing them. Before that's another reason why I basically started using Structures Ascended, because it was just getting to be too much tossing them. Like when we were on the island, we were tossing them in the water, and that was okay. But honestly, they got to be a little tedious. The water was full of dead creatures, and it just wasn't the best way to go. So we'll use the well, you'll see. It's a Structures Ascended, and now it's Super Structures Ascended thing here. It is this one right here. After these will hatch, and if they're any of them that are 250 will be offed with this thing, with this gun here. Any that are 252 is what I mean. Any of them that are 250 we'll get rid of. Any of them that are 252, we're going to check out the stats, compare them to these, and see where the mutation is. And then that will be, whether it's male or female, we're going to keep it this first round. And if it's a female, we'll breed it with the base male until we get a female, or no. If it's a female, we'll breed it with the base male until we get a male with the mutated stat. And then you just keep doing that, basically. I'll explain it more here in a little bit. Okay, here we go. 13 seconds. So we're going to take out everything that's I'll probably end up putting a fence up. Claim it. Another easy way you can tell that it's a mutation is that it has that purple stripe on the back. So when they have mutations, generally they have the color mutation as well. So let's see. Of course, use our Thyla to clean up the mess. I left him back there. Sometimes he's a little... I noticed it's a little glitchy sometimes. I don't know if it's my computer or if it is just the game itself. Honestly, it could just as easily be the game itself the way this thing is sometimes. Throw this down. Let's see what her stats are. So 10, 34, 23, 52. I think the torpidity is actually the mutation. The torpidity is 28, 24, 893. Let's see what they are in the big ones. 24, 893. 24, yeah. So you can see I knew that this is 10, 3. I knew this is 23, so I knew that. I knew that that was not any of the mutations. You're going to notice while you're doing this that your health, your experience will go up pretty quick. Wouldn't be a bad idea to get a enlightenment thing, super enlightenment or whatever the heck it is, and pop that right before you take all these out. But don't really need it because everything will happen really fast. Let those incubate. I'm gonna let these incubate too, but I'm going to pick these up just so they're just about ready. So we'll be back in a minute. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Okay, these are hatching. I've got some. We'll just let them all hatch. Go through the tedious process of. We'll go through the tedious process of tracking them all down and whatever. There's a 2. Let's see what this one's got. Melee. Female with a melee mutation. So it was 384, it's now 396. So definitely don't want to do that. We want to bring this one over here. Let her grow up, and then we're going to keep going. So we want to get we need a health and a stamina mutation, and then we'll be done using the base male. We can put him off to the side, and we'll use him to breed with this female until we transfer this melee mutation onto a male, and then that male will then breed with all of those females, so that we can get another mutation stacked on top of that. That's kind of how the whole thing goes. Like I said, long, tedious process. So we will, I think what I'm going to do is feed Prime to her to get her food up. This will help her. Basically, we're trying to get her food at full, and then help her start. Will kind of climb, and we can use regular meat. But yeah. Okay, I think you guys get the idea with the breeding. It's pretty straightforward for the most part. If you want to get more detailed and you want to learn more about the breeding, I've got a video when we were on the island where we're breeding. and I linked to Seashells Gaming. She's got basically a very comprehensive guide on breeding. I would look that up. I can put the link for it in this description also. But yeah, that's what I would do. It can be complex. It seems complicated, but once you get going and you have a process, then it's pretty straightforward. So we're probably going to be breeding these guys kind of in the background, and I think what we're going to do is I'm going to server transfer to the center and start checking that place out, exploring it, and we will, I don't know, just explore, and then we'll find an area that we like, and we'll set up a base and kind of play on there, and I'll kind of off camera I'll transfer back to this server and keep breeding. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. I appreciate you guys watching. I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button, and if you guys want to see more, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. And I appreciate any comments, any names on any of these dinos. Everything's helpful. So thanks again. Have a good one.